Hi, I'm Michelle, and I want to talk today about why we are resistant to accepting help. I mean, it's a phenomenon worldwide, right? We don't want to accept that we need the help, and we resist calling it in. We think that we can do it alone, and we do all of the things, and we can certainly grow our businesses on our own. I know that if you are watching this, that your sole purpose is to change the world, and I know that you're going to do that regardless of whether you work with me or not. But it's about how fast you get there and how enjoyable you choose to make the process. So there are so many reasons that we resist help. We think that we should just know it already. I mean, like setting up a business is just like breathing to you, right? Like it's not difficult. You get the domain name, you do a pretty website, you get the Facebook page, you decide the products, you start talking authentically, you do the Facebook ads, you do all the marketing, you know all of the things. And business coaching is not about getting to know the things, although sure, you do get to know the things, right? And you get to know them in greater detail and you get to know all the secrets and the things that actually work. But it's not about knowing the things. It's all about accepting the help so that you can grow even quicker. So it's kind of like if you were going to build a deck, right? If you're going to build a deck, sure, you can build it on your own. You can go and buy the wood. I mean, you even know where to buy it from. You go to Placemakers or Bunnings or Mitre 10 and you buy the wood, and you might even have a good idea of what wood to buy, or you could look on YouTube to find out which wood to buy, and then you could even Google, how to build it so that you make sure that you get it in the right order. But is it the right order? Like the order that you're seeing on YouTube, is it the right order? Should it actually be done by another method? Who knows? There's so many different methods on there. Who knows which is the right one to select? And so you go ahead and you build your own deck, and in 6 months' time, you are sitting on this deck, sunning yourself, sipping your gin, having a lovely time. But you could have taken a different route, right? Like you still get to the same place, but you had arguments with your husband, you had a falling out with the people at Mitre 10 because they ripped you off, and you got really frustrated, and you didn't have a place to rest for 6 months. But if you chose the alternative route of employing an expert to help you, it would have cost you a little bit of money, but how much is it worth to you that you weren't able to make money from writing your journal, from writing your book on your deck for that 6 months? Or what is the cost that it was to you personally to not be able to relax? What was the cost to your relationship? Like, how much did you actually enjoy that journey? But if you decided that you were going to go down the journey and accept help instead of having the good old Kiwi ingenuity of, nope, I can do it myself, if you decided to have a professional, you'd probably end up there faster. It'll be a whole lot smoother. You could just get on with enjoying it, or making money as in business coaching, right? But the reason that you want the professional, the reason that you actually want the builder who has the qualifications, the reason that you want the builder who has already built a deck, the reason that you want the builder who is in alignment with his association, has proper insurance because he's actually qualified, knows what he's talking about, so therefore has a guarantee. All of those reasons are because you want to end up with a good end result. Now, if you're going to pick a builder, you don't just pick one randomly out of the yellow pages, or even ask on Facebook, right? Because everyone's just going to recommend the builder that they thought was great, or their uncle that needs the money. But you want to see the results. You probably want to go and see photos of their deck that's already been done. You want to know, have they got results for other people? You want to ask them a few questions. Do you actually show up? Do you get the results? Do you have a 10-year guarantee for what you're doing? So you want to ask the proper questions. And the reason that the builder can build your deck in so much quicker time, and you can get on with enjoying your beautiful deck, is that he knows where to buy the stuff. He gets all the discounts. He's tried all the different tools out, and he knows now that the nail gun's the way to go. So he just boom, 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 and he gets there really quickly. And you end up with a really polished and professional deck that not only serves your purposes, it looks great, and you can just get on with enjoying it. So is business coaching like building a deck? Kind of. It kind of is. You need tools. You need to know where to go to buy the right things, or to get the right resources for you, or the right tech tools. But it's different in building a deck, and that you also get coached. So coaching isn't just about the strategy. Now, you can have the most beautiful, sparkly strategy or deck that you like and still not get the business results, right? So you can build that beautiful deck and sit on there and drink your gin, but hey, I still don't feel happy. I imagine myself sitting on this deck being happy. And when you get coaching, or when you set up your business, you're like, hey, I can set up this business and I'm going to have this amazing life, and I can go and ride my horse in the afternoon and just work in the morning, and I create this beautiful package, and then crickets. then there's absolutely nothing. Why are you not getting the results? Because you haven't up-leveled what's on the inside to match the reflection of what you think the business is going to look on the outside. You need both of them, okay? It's kind of like driving a car. You can buy the flashiest, beautiful pink Porsche that you can ever imagine, $300,000 Porsche, but if you don't put the petrol in, you can't actually go anywhere. You're just going to sit in it. And that's what it's like in business. You can have the most beautiful, aligned, shiny logo, strategies, website, courses, but unless you actually put the stuff on the inside, unless you up-level how you feel and change your beliefs and get a new way of doing things, you're not going to get different results. So the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over, right? And you got to the point where you are in your business using those skills, and well done, right? Like you really did it. Not everyone can set up a business. It feels easy to you because you're doing it, but it's really not easy for everyone, otherwise they would be doing it. But now you're moving into a new level of business. Now it's time for you to up level. It really is time for you to get some new skills. It's time for the new mindset. It's time for the new belief systems. It's time for the new structure. It's time for the new routines. It's time for new tools. It's time for all of that stuff. And that's what coaching does. Well, that's what my coaching does anyway. It's not just the strategy. It's not just the how. It is all of that, plus it's all of the inner level work. And everybody that works with me in the end acknowledges that it is the inner level work, even if they're so resistant to doing it in the beginning, even if they've been in business for 20 years. They're like, Michelle, I know that. I just want this, this, and that. Cool, I'm going to give you this, this, and that. But then I also sneak in the other stuff alongside it. They're like, yeah, okay, it worked. I agree, it worked. So what is the purpose of me telling you this? Is that you don't have to wait and struggle. You don't have to wait 6 months to get onto that deck. You can have it now, but the choice is always yours. You can choose to go along the route of doing it yourself and have a little bit of struggle, but get there eventually, or you can just choose to make it super fast and get on with making money and enjoying your life now. Like, it really is a choice that is that simple. The best thing, the number one thing that moves businesses forward is probably my Business Acceleration Club, because it has all the strategies, it has all the goodies, it has all the courses, but it has also the group where we bust all your bullshit stories and help to up-level you, plus it has the coaching in it. So if you want something that's really cost-effective, something that is really going to move you forward, your complete and utter solution to sustainable business growth in 6 months, then the Business Acceleration Club is for you. If you want to find out about that, you can either have a look on my website, www.michellebusinesscoach.com, or you can have a chat to me today. You can just flick me a text, 021 137 2757, and I'll get back to you with the time that we can have a chat. And remember, together we shall rise.